I'll never be the same. Pain drowned me in darkness. Light guides me home to who I'm meant to be. Thank you. Well, I found myself in several toxic relationships, just relationships that weren't good for me, and got into a cycle that were unhealthy, that I couldn't recognise until I was in a lot of pain and I'd suffered a lot. And I recognised that things weren't good, but I just weren't really sure exactly how it wasn't good because I was so far in it, until I went out there and I got some help. I mean, it took me a few years and a few tries. Then things started to change because I think of the projects that are being put in place by Stage. So I started doing artwork. So this lady looks like a regular lady until you zoom in on her eye and it looks like her eye might be open, but actually her eye's shut, but behind the eye she's crying. The way it's made a difference for me is at one point I've been suffering from PTSD and I've been getting so, I'm gonna cry now. I've been getting so anxious and nervous and just basic things. I think when suddenly things come to a head and your world is upside down, you don't really know which way to turn, and the world as you know it is gone on every level, and that's quite a scary place. So it's been really overwhelming, and if I didn't think that I had you there through Stage and I had the trauma therapist to speak to, I'm not sure I would have coped. And at one point I thought we were going to have a breakdown, but I didn't because I had that support, and I'm learning to trust the person that I'm speaking to. So that makes a difference as well, so that you can kind of get things into perspective and realise not everyone wants to hurt you.
It started at 12, my abuse. I've been failed multiple times in the past by different agencies and stuff, and I never felt like I was listened to, and I felt like I was judged. But I feel like now with the support that I've got now, that I feel like I can be normal. I'm getting my confidence back, but some days I do have my bad days, but I do feel like I am excited for the future and stuff like that. I wish that I'd ever had the support back then. I think that if people had have listened to me and other girls and whatever, that we probably wouldn't have happened in the sense of what we went through. So I did a poem about myself, of how I felt at the time when my abuse was, when it started at 12-year-old. So it's called Invisible. I know I will never be the same. Invisible is a 12-year-old girl. Invisible found growing up very challenging and very confusing, trying to accept her unique self. Invisible cried out for help. Invisible wanted to feel safe and protected from the people that she believed was her protectors. Invisible hopes and dreams were snatched away before she knew it. Invisible could have been any girl, but Invisible was me. Yeah, it really helps me getting my emotions out in of the traumatic times that I've had, and with flashbacks and stuff. And I needed to write something from when it first started and how I felt, because I felt like I was never believed. And the professionals at the time, they just said it were all my fault. And even sometimes now I feel like I want to scream, and I was screaming, for attention and to be believed.
Sexual exploitation, grooming, harrowing, traumatising, victimised. I'd become housebound, bedbound. So the fact that I can even get up and come out without thinking, which is something that's normal as a person to just go to the shop, I couldn't do that. To have that after 17 years of abuse, grooming, sexual exploitation at a very high, severe degree, I wouldn't be here. I know that for a fact. Without the Stage project, I would have not being able to carry on. When you have nowhere to go, no one to talk to, and you believe it's your fault. And you try so hard. Sorry. You battle so hard. I don't want even to say things out loud sometimes because it's so bad that I don't want anyone else to ever hear the stuff. This project has enlightened me a lot as well. Being in touch with myself. Crying it out is good. It's the healing. You know, I'd forgotten that it's okay to cry. I'd not cried for 17 years about it. I'm a firm believer of the truth and expression. You know, you've just given me a book to jot stuff down. I like to just write how I feel. I don't know, sometimes I might just write down why, you know, why all this. When you jot stuff down, exactly how you feel, to get it off, you know, angry, sad. I feel truly heartbroken and I feel very, very angry. Without the stage project, I would have not been able to carry on. It's inspired me as an individual to keep reaching for them stars. How do I feel within myself? Very, very strong, very mentally strong. I can do anything. Anything I want to achieve, I can do. And that is solely from the stage project and the support. I don't know what's empowered. Go girl.